Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. When we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty serious show for you guys here that we want you guys to stick around for. So please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, there's a lot going on in the NBA world. We have this story with Ime Udoka, which we've been covering extensively, and we have this Kyrie Irving situation. The last time we touched on this subject was when we found out he got his 5-game suspension. And I think we touched on briefly his apology after that suspension came out. However, after Kyrie Irving gave his apology, I think 1 week ago on Friday, if I'm not mistaken, we got the news that Nike decided that it was going to suspend its relationship with Kyrie Irving. And we're not going to be releasing the latest version of the Kyrie 8s, if I'm not mistaken. And we came out and we said it on the show where we touched on that topic, where we essentially said that I don't really know where this thing is going to bottom out. I don't know where this thing is going to end, right? Because after Kyrie Irving put out his apology, the statement, general manager Sean Marks of the Brooklyn Nets basically said that was a very good first step. So a lot of us were kind of left to wonder what that really meant and what could be coming down the turnpike. Well, apparently on Sunday, the Nets released the guidelines that Kyrie Irving would have to follow for him to return to the Brooklyn Nets. And we got this information via Sham Karania, I believe from The Athletic. And the 6 items he had to follow are the following: apologize and condemn anti-Semitic movie, make a $500,000 donation to anti-hate groups, complete sensitivity training, complete anti-Semitic training, meet with the ADL and Jewish leaders, meet with Nets owner Joe Tsai to demonstrate understanding. And the final quote was, "It's up to him again. His actions will speak louder than words," Nets general manager Sean Marks told The Athletic. That's essentially what they said there. And those requirements did not sit well with a whole bunch of people. A lot of that felt quite disgusting. A lot of it felt like they were trying to train some type of dog to behave in a certain way, especially with the last part where they said he has to demonstrate his understanding to Joe Tsai. That did not sit well with a lot of people. And apparently NBA players are beginning to push back on this. And we're getting this from an article from fadeawayworld.net. The article starts off with the headline: Jaylen Brown says he expects NBPA to appeal Kyrie Irving's extension. Kyrie Irving is definitely a fantastic basketball player, and there's no doubt that he is talented. He is a talented point guard who is very skilled. However, he is unable to play for the Brooklyn Nets right now, as the team has suspended Irving in the aftermath of a scandal where the point guard posted an anti-Semitic movie. A recent report from Gary Washburn of the Boston Globe shared the words of Jaylen Brown, who is vice president to the NBPA. Brown stated that the NBPA plans to appeal Kyrie Irving's suspension, noting that a lot of players have expressed discomfort with the terms for Kyrie Irving's return. It's definitely a conversation that's going on, Brown said. I told people that are participating in this ongoing discussion that everybody is watching. I think there's a big meeting on Tuesday amongst Adam, Kyrie, and whoever they decided to be there. I've been talking to Kyrie. I've talked to Adam. I've talked to Tamika. I've talked to pretty much everybody about this situation, but I'm expecting the NBPA to appeal the suspension from Brooklyn, the terms, etc., that went into his return. The terms for his return, they seem like a lot, and a lot of players expressed discomfort with those terms. Initially, when this story, I think after we covered the part about his 5-game suspension, I said that I doubted that NBA players were going to come to the defense of Kyrie Irving, because I said this situation seems to be quicksand, and it seems like anyone that's annexed to this situation is just going to sink into the ground. But here's the problem: the Brooklyn Nets and Joe Tsai, they're overplaying their hand. They are now trying to leverage this situation to basically embarrass Kyrie Irving. And a lot of players in the NBA, I think they went too far. I think up until a certain point, players remained mute, right? They were very silent. They were silent on it. But now I think a lot of these guys are like, well, wait a minute here. Wait a bloody minute. What type of stipulations are these? Number one. Number two, what are you guys feeling like that you're going to be putting on? The Nets got a lot of damn nerve, especially Joe Tsai. Joe Tsai, I believe, was born in Taiwan, but he's a Canadian Chinese businessman. Joe Tsai, you're doing a little bit way too much, man. Why in God's name would Kyrie Irving need to sit down and demonstrate understanding to you beyond the responsibilities that he has to you contractually to perform his duties, which you pay him for? Why would he then need to sit down and for him to get on his knees and then for you to sit up there and wag your finger at him and say, okay, Kyrie, recite your ABCs to me. Let me make sure you understand your homework and all the assignment that I gave to you. That is very distasteful and is disgusting. And it's insulting. It is absolutely insulting. If you run a company and a subordinate does something wrong, you can reprimand that person, but there's a certain point in which you go too far. You're treating Kyrie like he's chattel, like as if you guys have a dog that's working for you. That's how it comes off to me. And guess what? Some of y'all don't get to determine how we perceive this. No. You don't get to determine that. This is disgusting. And it's turning off a lot of people. If you recently heard today, Stephen A. Smith is getting turned off about it. The one person that cannot the one person that cannot talk about this is LeBron, because LeBron's already made his feelings crystal clear. So we don't want to hear from you again about how all of a sudden you feel like this is too far. You already gave your opinion on it. But in this particular matter, these guys are going you're going way too far. And now NBA players are beginning to push back. They're like, hold on, what the hell is wrong with these people? Did you hear the word that they're doing? A lot of players are uncomfortable with this. They're uncomfortable. It's too much. You guys have made your point. What else other point are you trying to make? So how is it going to work on a practical level? How is it going to work? Well, you're going to invite Kyrie Irving into your office. He's going to sit down. You're going to have a list of questions, and you're going to say, Kyrie Irving, okay, explain to me. What did you understand based on the homework they gave you? Who the hell are you? Who in the hell are you? What are you feeling like? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Since when do people feel like, okay, just because somebody works for you, all of a sudden you own them? You don't own people. They work for you. But number one, they're still human beings. You're overstepping your bound. And this doesn't stop with Kyrie. It's anybody. You can have somebody working for you. They can do something wrong. But when you start treating them like what is wrong with you? These are human beings you're talking to. They have to sit. This is a grown adult. Think about it. This is a grown adult, a 30-year-old man that is married with a wife and a child. And you want him to sit up there and demonstrate to you whatever the hell it is you want him to demonstrate, to use their language, meet with Nets owner to Joe Tsai to demonstrate understanding. What is wrong with these people? How did y'all think people were going to take this? What is going on? It's just because I don't have a lot of energy today and I'm feeling under the weather. So I don't have the energy to shout. But what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on here? Let this be a lesson. Anybody who owns a company who has staff, you can reprimand them. There's a line you cross where you go too far. There's a line you cross when you now go too far. And that's the line that the Brooklyn Nets are crossing, and now other players and other people are starting to push back. It's enough. What else do you want? He'll apologize. He'll do all of these different things. What's this new thing that you want? What is this? You want to get every bit of flesh off of him before you can feel satisfied. What is this? Jesus. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you all in the next show. Peace.